Hey yo, the KKP is like a PS7, generations away, but we still here in the present. The competition outdated, they all yesterday's news. We out here scheming to win, it's like they scheming to lose. But I won't knock them for trying, cause they trying their best. And we can't all be lions, some of them lioness. We 35 shows in, but this ain't even our best. Every Tuesday we drop, and Tuesdays you stay in your nest. And don't come out your house, not even safe with a vest. The shots we shoot ain't missing, nah, they nothing but net. So you should come fuck with us while you surfing the web. KKP, we the reason your favorite podcasts are dead.
So,
like, why did you master that skill? It's hard enough to fucking juggle.
Dude.
And then you run while you're doing it. It's like...
I've got absolutely no clue.
That's just not necessary.
This man, listen, I pulled up. I'm about to get out the car, but I'm just waiting to see if the people I'm meeting are there. And I just sit there and I see somebody come out the corner of my eye, you know, on the right-hand side, and see this dude jogging. I'm like, okay. I look, and he's also juggling. But he's juggling, and it's real weird. I can't... obviously, we're on camera, but I don't want to get up and do what this dude was doing. Yeah, but, like, so many things went through my mind, and I just kept watching until he just was out of my... Like, I was amazed. I guess that's why you jog and juggle. Like,
but why do you need that much hand-eye coordination? Why? Like, you don't need
okay, so I'll say this, right?
You're never going to need to know.
I've become very into, like, F1 driving and shit like that. How, like, I just really like the sport.
Is he doing, like, Spider-Man training?
And, no, man, like, in that sport, there's a lot of, like, you have to do, like, you know, millisecond reactions and shit like that. So, like, before they go out, like, onto the track, they do reflex exercises, which is cool. And so they do that to be able to, like, I guess, warm up the senses or you know, kind of get the muscle, you know, working and whatnot. So I guess I really doubt this dude was driving F1 cars, right? So your question's valid, because if you're not driving F1 cars, or what, an astronaut? I don't know. Like, what the fuck would you have to be where you're like, they were like, all right, now jog. Okay, now catch this ball. Now catch this ball.
It's like you're fucking in
now catch this ball. You're like, oh shit.
In a dog show at that point.
You're like a fucking, you should qualify. Maybe,
let's go, one more.
Maybe he's in the circus.
He might be in a circus.
Yeah. Speaking of the circus, I was just never a fan of the circus.
I've never been to a circus.
I've been to the circus a couple times.
Where the grammar school we went to was we went to Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey.
Gotcha.
Like a couple of times.
I always saw the commercials for it.
I remember nothing about the circus. Like, I don't remember a thing about what it looked like inside. At all. And I've tried to remember.
Really?
Yeah, because like, I'm like, oh, I've been like twice, right? I should have some recollection. I can't remember shit about what a circus looks like inside. Only thing that I can reference is what you've seen on TV, right?
Yeah, right.
But like, other than that, there's not one thing I can remember about.
Just know that there was some fucking peanuts. There was an elephant. There was one of those circular cages. I don't know specifically what happened in that cage.
I don't remember seeing. I don't remember any of this.
Sounds like you probably shouldn't go to that place.
Do you remember Bozo the Clown?
What?
Bozo the Clown?
Of course.
The only clown that is acceptable?
I think so.
Yeah.
The guy that played the like the Houdini character, like he had he would play like a psychic or something like that. I forget the name. He just passed actually at like 90 something.
Oh.
Yeah.
But man, like, I was watching. I for some reason I clicked the link and I went and I saw the grand prize game. And like, it throws me back, you know, back to a place where, like, I don't know, just childhood.
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, I was gonna explain to the audience, but I don't even know that they know that we've started yet. But
this is probably true.
Yeah,
and you know what? The funny thing is, I was going through the last episode and I couldn't find a part where we actually introduced podcasts. So
no, but I did try to make you introduce it. So like, either way, let's introduce
whatever the case is. Yeah, welcome back to the Kiona and Kasson Podcast. This is episode 35, which I still look at as a benchmark.
35 is pretty dope
to some degree. Yeah, I mean, we're talking about the circus right now. If you're just joining us. Welcome back to all the YouTube viewers and all the other platform listeners. I am Adam. This is my brother Osama and my boy Dave. And let's get back to elephants in a circus, because where did we leave off on that?
So basically, before we were talking about Bozo the Clown.
Right.
Right? And I was going to explain to the audience if we have anybody outside of the viewing area of Chicago, which would be awesome. But, regardless, I don't know how far Bozo spanned in regards to, like, the nation. Yeah. It was a while back, so I don't know how nationwide he was. But Bozo was a famous clown that was that was recorded here in Chicago for a good amount of time, right? And isn't anymore. So
accurate.
Yeah, but like really a big part of everybody's childhood and everybody, it's like a Mr. Rogers type of thing. At least in Chicago, I think you watched both pretty similarly, right?
Yeah.
Speaking of that, I don't want to get off topic again, but are you gonna watch that Mr. Rogers movie?
I don't know. I didn't hear about it, to be honest.
Tom Hanks is playing him.
Huh. I'll probably watch it.
I just seen a video. Oh shit! Like he looks really. Tom Hanks is probably my favorite actor.
He's one. I won't go out of my way, but I'll still watch it. Like I'm not gonna go to the movie theater and see it and shit.
Mr. Rogers is a legend.
Yeah.
Like he was an actual.
So is Mr. McKeely. Who's gonna play him?
Mr. McKeely. Was it Keely or McFeely? Because if it was McFeely, that was a little weird. But I think it was McKeely.
I think it was
McKeely.
Whatever it was.
I'm not too sure.
It wasn't McFeely. That's a weird name.
his whole life was make believe though. It's kind of
weird, but he was he was truly for like children. Like man, like
yeah.
But I mean I don't know like a large portion of his life, but I just know that like from what I understand, he did a lot.
Yeah.
But the circus, right? So I don't know, like it's just a weird thing. Like what the fuck is the point of this? We just want to see live. Humans are fucking assholes. We put animals in the zoo.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right? We put animals in the circus.
I don't think that should be a thing.
We put fucking whales who swim the ocean in a swimming pool the size of like, I don't know, how big are those things really? They can't be
Yes,
that
but we
large.
don't treat any of our animals well as humans. Like, besides dogs and cats, maybe. Like, everything else. Like, if there's a large wild population of those things, and they're not treated well,
No, that's true. That's true.
So now people are capitalizing off it, making money. People love to see a good show, and a lot of people like to put on a good show. And that was like their main form of entertainment back in the day, circuses and shit.
So was this guy that I seen running and jogging and juggling?
He might have been.
Was he training for the circus? Was he a circus veteran? Was that him just continuing to make his skills sharpened?
It's possible.
Or was he just a fucking psychopath?
He might have been psycho.
That just runs and decides that he's gonna juggle at the same fucking
Anybody
time.
Who fucking jogs already look at it questionably.
I would say
now.
That people that do that are usually it's more like brain power training.
And I do understand that, but it's like, dude. So I kind of wish I would have like followed him to like a stop. Like, is he jogging in place and still juggling? Right?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
How does he cross streets? How has he not gotten hit by a car?
Well, yeah, I guess
that's a great question.
How is somebody not just
hope he's not like hot dogging it, fucking like walking past cars and shit like.
Dude, momentum. Like, how can you keep momentum if every block you've got to like start juggling again?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how somebody not just tagged that motherfucker, like, and the balls just fly in the air.
So wait, when did you see this happen?
A week ago.
Like a week ago. He would be viral by now. I'm surprised there was no cameras.
Dude, that's true. I wonder if anybody has ever recorded that guy doing that. Like, what if I just ran? What if I decided to just run up to him and like, what's up, dude?
So he was
And
jogging.
interview him jogging and juggling.
He was jogging and juggling.
Like,
You
wait,
think he ever
hold on.
picks up the speed?
Dude, that could be a show, jogging and
You
juggling.
want to interview dude while he's jogging and juggling.
Is there something
Because I
wrong
think
with
that's
that?
going to throw him off. And he's not going to be able to do that.
Well, then what the fuck is he good for? You can jog,
okay.
you can jog, juggle, but you can't talk to me at the same
That
time.
will let me know if he's in a circus or not. Because if he doesn't have the concentration when somebody's trying to talk to him,
Right, you can't. That means he can't ride a
He
unicycle,
might just be a
juggle,
fucking
and
murderer,
talk to
you
us
know?
at the same time. That's right, folks. That's right, folks. I'm doing this.
Okay, hey, would you go see Cirque du Soleil?
Cirque du who now?
Cirque du Soleil.
Oh, in like Vegas. Actually, the next time I go to Vegas, I'm gonna go to shows.
So are you gonna go to Cirque du Soleil?
Yeah, I'd like to see Cirque du Soleil.
So you wouldn't go to a regular circus because it's weird.
Yeah.
But you would go to Cirque du Soleil.
Cirque du Soleil, I
Much
feel like I
weirder
gotta
than
drop
any
acid and go to
circus.
Cirque du Soleil.
Like fucking knocked up when they.
Yeah, there's too many chairs.
I was just going to say that.
That was looking at me.
It's so good.
No, I would go to Cirque du Soleil because it just looks like a tripped out event, and it's not. It's people only, right? So it's not like you got fucking lions walking around. Like,
I don't know, man.
Speaking of that,
some weirder level shit.
speaking of lions, right? Like, what were those two dudes, Siegfried and Roy?
They had a Bengal.
Fucking, what's the difference, dude? At some
One's
point,
a lion and one's a tiger. The lion is still fucking.
At some point-
School his ass real quick.
at
I didn't even
some
know.
point,
I didn't even know about that.
at some point, it
School
still
him.
bites you in the face the same,
Well, yes.
just like it did to its owner.
But when they're matching up,
And
each other.
it's never gonna bite me. As it clamps down on his face. You never saw that guy again.
It's true.
They were like, dude, fuck that guy. Shoot that motherfucking animal.
Yeah.
I'm sure that thing's dead now, right?
Yeah. it's
Gotta
right.
be. Dude probably killed it himself. I'll shoot that motherfucker. I swear to God.
Yeah, I'm not trying
You
to
can't see anything. He ate your face. How you gonna get him?
It's not a good way to go.
You don't know where you're at.
No. You're in his mouth. That's where you're at.
Yeah.
No.
But
Pause.
I was gonna say hashtag pause.
all right, that's enough talking about the guy that juggles and jogs. Even though that's miraculous. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think I can do anything that well.
Yeah.
As well as he jogs and juggles, I don't think I have any skill that matches those two combined.
I don't know that I ever need to have those two.
No,
Yeah,
but I'd
yeah,
like
no,
the
it's-
equivalent of those skill sets elsewhere. I don't even have that. Like, I can walk well, right? When I walk, I can
He can do two things.
I can walk to things well, right? So that's two. Like, I can point and go, you know. But I don't know. I guess at some point in life you just gotta give up and say, all right, well, you're not gonna be a jogging juggler.
No. Speaking of jogging and juggling, then we can move from that subject. And
I'm sorry. I just thought it was fucking. I've been wanting to
Well, you
talk
said you
about it
wanted
for like a week. I haven't spoken about it. 'Cause I was
No,
like,
I think it's funny. But you said you wanted to move on.
yeah, we should move on. From it.
We should a little bit.
Lori Loughlin was doing a little bit of juggling and jogging herself.
Yo!
And Becky.
You know what I'm saying?
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that
That's
little.
good.
Yo, fucking Aunt Becky.
Yo.
The greatest thing are the memes. Like, is Aunt Becky gonna have to go to jail? And like, and then it said, what is it? The Big House, not Full House. It said Big House, and she's in the orange jumpsuit. That's funny shit.
Her daughter's really hot.
Yeah, but her daughter's a bitch
Jesus.
too.
Oh yeah, they are stupid. They're all stupid.
You heard what her daughter said? Like,
Everybody in this situation.
basically, she doesn't care about school. She's only really there for like the partying. And she's like a big influencer on Instagram.
Yeah, but she lost
Again,
sponsorships
whatever that
now,
means.
I think.
Well, good. They got mad money. She don't need sponsorships. What the fuck?
All have money.
What could she possibly need sponsorships for?
To get her mom out of jail after this. You know?
Too late for that. No, I think they got her out already. And there was the funny thing is I don't know the other girl's name that got locked up for it, but
Yeah, I forgot.
huh?
Yeah, I forgot what her name was too.
I guess it doesn't matter if you as long as we're talking about Aunt Becky.
Yeah.
Which is fucked up because I don't know how often she's been spoken about prior to this You know what I mean? For like the last
I agree.
some time of her life.
Certainly agree.
She's like a Lifetime or Hallmark Channel, or was
Actress.
yeah, like all those Christmas movies and shit. She's in all of them.
She was hot in Full House too.
She was hot in Full House. She probably can still get it. She probably still can get it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
probably.
but I mean, you know, she's also fucking a criminal. But
She is.
listen, I will say this about it: like,
It's a white collar.
I wasn't.
Which makes
I'm
it
not.
worse.
I'm not surprised that this is taking place.
Yeah. Yeah, I get that.
Like, this is.
I mean, it's funny because we all joke around about that, though. You know?
Yeah.
It's
What do you mean, like?
Or, okay, so, like, I don't know. Like, when you're with your friends or whatever, and somebody gets into, like, a good college, like, oh, yeah, your mom probably bought your way in there.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
I mean,
actually,
if they have money,
that
like,
shit's fucking happening.
it's a thing. It's a thing. I mean, like,
We all knew that shit might have been happening. Money
Yeah.
talks.
Actually, I'm sure. I'm kind of surprised that it's not like more widespread.
oh,
And
I'm
I
sure
think
it
that
is.
they will find.
Didn't they say that it's more? They had more celebrities and things that they said were on the list, but they didn't.
Oh, think so.
Disclose
Because
the
I
names.
gotta imagine there's a lot of stupid celebrity kids, and probably stupid celebrities.
I mean,
in general.
and they're only doing what parents would do, right? I mean, like,
No.
try to get the best. I mean, it's the wrong way to go about it.
Of course.
But like in a general sense, it's what a parent would do, right? To try to get there.
But then flip that then, because then you have some kid that's on financial aid that can get in, that's got way better grades.
I'm with
and
you.
They should be in, and they don't get that spot.
I'm there.
See, this is why I ain't got no damn kids, right? Because I'm not paying more for your school so you can get in. If you're not smart enough to get into school, don't go to school.
Yeah, that's
you
true.
know? Like,
But-
I'm not fucking bothering with that.
I think a lot of it has to do with status, though,
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
because they don't want to be like, oh, what, like, you know, like when they ask, oh, well, what's your kid doing, or how are they doing, and you're like, oh, they're doing whatever. That doesn't seem like it's up to the status quo of
I
the
get that.
the society you live in.
I get that.
I guess there's pressures to it, but it doesn't matter. It's still to think that they may have taken a spot from somebody who truly does deserve it is not forgivable.
Yeah.
You know, but also
Listen, unless you're
education
gonna
is
be-
set up in a real fucked up way, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like if something like this can happen, right? Like so widespread. Like, what kind of a system really is it? You know,
I don't
to
understand
see that
these
it can
people.
be bought already tells you that it's not correctly set up.
Right.
Like, I understand it, but I don't. At the same time, the obsession with getting into an Ivy League school, like, unless you're gonna go and like be a lawyer, be the president.
Yeah, but
Those type of things
but
that are
that's
gonna
what,
like further the amount of money that you're
But
gonna
that-
have
but that's
and
what
the amount of
these-
notoriety.
that's what these schools are. Like, they're not
But
going.
they
You don't
have
go
every
there for
major.
like
No, they have
communications.
like they have every major too.
But
you
you don't
know?
really go there for those.
Those people, some people do. You know.
The thing is, these schools you really are going there for preparation to be something in a larger sense, finance.
But there are
lawyer,
so many good schools that are
med.
considered Ivy League that people are impressed to see on your resume.
I know.
So I don't. That doesn't make sense to me either. That the obsession.
I just think
But-
all that's really shitty, though. I mean, how could you, like,
Yeah.
how can you just be okay with that morally? You know, just
That
walk away from it.
with themselves or
Yeah,
just in
themselves.
general. Oh,
Well, the institution too. The fact that they're like.
I don't really blame the parents, to be honest. I do blame the institutions.
Well, of course that too. Oh yeah, like
The
without
fact
a
that
doubt.
they've allowed
it's all
it,
of it
like,
though. It's all
yeah.
of it though.
Yeah.
It's all nasty as fuck.
Exactly. It's grimy.
I'm not surprised just based on the world that we live in today.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, everything's built on competitive advantage, and if you have that, then you know
But
you
these
have a chance.
motherfuckers
To,
already have a competitive advantage. They got money.
well,
A
then
lot of
you
people who
want,
don't have money.
their
don't-
competitive advantage allowed them to buy more of a competitive advantage to allow there be more of a buffer between them and the rest,
Man, it's crazy.
which isn't nice. Like, we don't. That's not ideal,
No, right.
but it's the world that
That's
we live
wild.
in, man.
Yeah. It's fucked up shit.
That's
you know?
wild.
But it
You know?
happens.
Fuck it, man. I think, speaking of Aunt Becky, like, I was the thought of TGIF. Thank God it's Friday. and more along the lines of the lineup that used to come with it
Oh, it was
on
perfect.
TV.
It was perfect.
Right? Full House was on there at some point, I remember.
Well, yeah, I didn't really watch.
I was a Full House person.
Was Full
Yeah.
House TGIF?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They rotated shows for a little bit. And some of them went from one spot to the next, and some would not be some would be knocked out.
Huh.
Like, I remember, Boy Meets World, Step by Step, Full House. There was others. Usually there was one show that, wasn't the best one, and that would be, at the end or something like that. But you would still watch it.
It was like the equivalent to MASH. We're like, yeah.
But no better than MASH, because you would finish it, But TGIF, man, I think my favorite show, Family Matters, I think was on there at some point.
Okay.
Things like that. But man, I remember those. It's funny how Friday night used to be. Oh, we're in the house watching these shows, and I always think about I don't know if shows have that same feeling anymore. But the thing is, TV can't have the same feeling because the way that it's presented to us.
But that's what I'm saying. It's the same thing as music now, right? You can watch full seasons at your fingertips. You can run right away.
Consumption's changed.
It used to be back in the day, you developed a bond with these characters over 6-7 seasons, and you had to wait till next week and wait for the summers to end and whatever,
That's why I feel really, really I have a weird feeling when I finish a series quickly, right? When there's something I've watched.
I get that.
Let's say, for instance, I don't even know what show to bring up, but when I watch a show that's taken them 8, 9, 10 years to record, right? Over a time span, the people have they go from one look to the next, to the next, to the next, to the next.
Yeah.
And then over a time span of maybe a month, I ripped through that show. By the end of it, I feel the only way to describe it is nasty.
Well,
I have a nasty feeling about myself. I'm I just fast forwarded these people's lives. It's just a weird feeling to me, but I enjoy it because you get to see it all.
The weird thing about it is, and what kind of is almost the equivalent now, right? Netflix will drop a whole season on one day, right?
Yeah.
So Stranger Things is coming up.
I don't know if they should do that.
So I watched the first season of Stranger Things when it first came out. The second season, I watched that when it first came out in really quick periods of time, and it's gonna be the same thing, right? So instead of growing with the characters over a gradual season, now you're growing with them every year, but you're watching it you're power watching it.
A year is
so that's the
3
equivalent.
days.
That's the equivalent now.
I watch on Amazon. There's this show I watch, a car show called Grand Tour, and they release the show every Friday.
Yeah, you're right.
I don't know how. I'm pretty sure that's probably how they release all their originals for Amazon. But I feel you don't have the instant gratification of I gotta watch the next episode. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you at least it's like you're watching it in real time. You know what I mean?
I get that.
Do you need to be able to watch every episode right away? Then again, I do enjoy being able to rip through a certain series that I enjoy.
Yeah.
Netflix.
It's a double-edged sword,
Yeah, do you not want this? Would we want to take this away?
So for people like us, it sucks because we were in the era where you're doing, gradual seasons after season. These kids now, everything's about instant gratification for them, right? So to them, this doesn't matter. They're this is all they've ever known.
They don't know shit about
That's crazy.
They don't even have to go rent movies.
No, there's no Blockbuster.
I mean, Redbox is the closest thing, and I still do Redbox because it's convenient.
It is.
But dude, you don't have to go to Blockbuster, which kind of can be looked at as a bad thing. That experience
It was an experience.
dope.
Yeah.
It was
definitely.
Imagine remember Friday, you go get maybe a movie and a video game or something that,
right.
and then you be in line and they got that overpriced everything for snacks.
Yeah.
But it was so dope. It was just an experience in itself to go there and it meant that the weekend was here.
Video, man.
Which one do you like better, Hollywood or Blockbuster?
Blockbuster was a more high end one. They had more of a selection.
Yeah.
But Hollywood Video no one went to, and they usually had the hot releases.
I did like
for
Hollywood
games
Video.
and movies, and no one really went there, so there was still releases.
I always forget that there was that one right over there in Elston.
Yep.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
That's what 7-Eleven is now.
Yeah. I forget that's where that
And
was.
then they had a Game Crazy there for a while.
The game. Was it Game Crazy?
I worked there for one whole day. I passed out flyers.
Had a job there for a second, you know. No, man. Those are that. I guess that it depends on what you. If you've never experienced it, you can't really give a shit about it. But like to be able to like, I don't know, to look back and be like, man, that was an actual thing, because it just meant the weekend was here. You were gonna enjoy it. You had a movie you were gonna watch. You had a game to play with throughout the whole weekend.
Yeah.
And then that was it. You only got 2 days. You know.
What about when you? Oh, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
What about when you? Sorry. What about when you get like that new release or whatever, and you get home and like it's that game for the weekend, you know, so like you're ready for it. You put it in and just crash on disc.
Oh, man.
It doesn't work.
Dude, before Blu-ray.
Let's not talk about
Blu-ray was like the best thing that could have ever
That
happened.
hurt my heart all the fucking time.
Yeah.
Dude.
It killed me.
That's how many times it happened. That's the fucking.
Because I loved video games growing up. Like that
Hell
was,
yeah.
Like, yeah. I loved trying new ones. I loved playing like, you know, favorited ones, whatever, you know.
Yeah.
Favorite ones.
But there's always a weighted release.
Yeah.
Back then, you know.
Yeah. So,
Even now.
Yeah, it's just that kind of killed me though.
Oh yeah.
It just took something away from me because it's like now I have to go back there, and they probably don't have another one
because they
everyone else
have
scooped
what?
it up already. 'Cause it was Friday night, you know.
Of course, you picked the one that's scratched.
Right.
Like, yeah, I live 2.5 minutes from here walking, but like, I guarantee you by now it's already
Done for.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's and you just get another game, you know, it's fun. It's like that's not really fun. Like, I had the code book
Like, you know,
also.
Monday everybody's gonna be talking about this
Code book
game.
and everything. Like, I was ready to play this.
Monday everybody's gonna be talking about this game.
Yeah, right.
I'm not gonna
What
have
about
experienced
code
it.
books?
Which one?
Code books.
Oh,
Just like
yeah.
in general. Like, yeah.
I always just use cheatcodes.com.
True. But like before that though.
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah. You had to have like, there's like their strategy guide back in the day.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, it's crazy. A lot of things gone with the
A lot of
times.
Yeah, we can have a whole year talking about like the things that left, you know, at some point that, you know, were really dope.
Yeah,
But-
you let us know, people. What's
Yeah.
something that you missed?
Yeah, comment on the section
Let
below.
us know though.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Because,
Interaction. Interaction.
you know, I was gonna this
Pause?
so this
Maybe.
week,
Pause
right?
it anyways.
So this week, I'm in need of a haircut, right? I'm hiding it underneath the hat.
Yeah, it's
But-
mess under there.
So the sides are a little bit longer. Right?
Yeah.
You know. But that being the case, I see the hairs a little bit. So there's more grays than I knew. Right?
Starting to look like you work on a railroad a little bit.
So the question came up in my head, like, and I just don't know the answer to it. Do gray hairs pop up from the root, or do they just come into another hair's crib, like, I'm home, and now you're gone and I'm gray, right? Is that something that happens? Because I'd like to know, like, I don't remember these gray, like, I'll be like, oh, that wasn't there yesterday, but the hair is mad long, like.
Yeah, that's the interesting thing, right? Like, I've pulled maybe like 2 out of my head.
Oh,
Hasn't been a lot. But as soon as I found them, they're as long as the rest of my fucking hairs.
Yeah,
So
it's like they
might
pop
have just
up like
fucking
this.
soul snatched that fucking thing.
And they're coarse, like thicker hair.
And it
Like,
hurts
oh man,
when
why
you do
doesn't
that.
anybody all the other hair grow like this? Like, what is this shit?
Yeah, right.
I don't know. That just popped up in my head. I'd really like to know the answer to that. Like, does gray hair have to grow from the root, or does gray hair just end up?
You just
like,
wake up gray one day.
Does a pigmented hair just decide that it wants to be gray? I don't know, man. Sorry, this.
I haven't found any yet,
No,
but I'm sure they're there.
I feel like
I'm sure they're in there. No, I don't mean.
Because like my beard's really thick, so I'm sure like I don't know. I feel like
Mine get.
the hairs that don't
Mine are
get the
here.
sunlight directly, you know,
possible.
maybe I'm getting some grays in here.
If you chop it down, you might see them.
Yeah, right.
You never know.
This thing's been growing and fucking growing.
I'm not going off with salt and pepper though. It's alright.
I'm not about salt and pepper at all.
I'm not mad about that.
I'm trying to not have that for a while. You know?
Well, of course.
Well, no shit,
For as
sir.
long as I can. Yeah.
You know, you're the only guy in the world that's like, nah, I'm just trying to avoid that
I
gray.
love my beard.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure, man. I'm all about the beard right now. This shit is fucking not going anywhere for
As
some
soon as
time.
I get this haircut tomorrow, this shit's going down. Like, not all the way down, but like pretty low.
No.
I was thinking about it, but this is just, it took too much time. This is like 2.5 years now. Just like manicuring it.
Yeah, I'm just not in the mood to maintain a beard right now, to be honest with you.
Yeah, the maintenance is really the worst part. Sometimes I just let it grow out, you know? Like, as you can see, I have not lined anything up before I started here today.
Yeah, it's all good, man.
At
Like,
all. Plus, you know, I usually don't let the stash grow out. I figure, let me see what it's nice and, you know.
whatever, man. What do you got next? What else you got in your little handy dandy leather bound
What was
notebook?
that sound you made? It was
Just, yeah.
I don't know what the hell he's saying.
Well, before we go into anything else that's in here, I feel like we haven't really caught anybody up on anything that we've been doing recently. Been like 2 weeks since we, you know, said what's up in our lives. Anything of any interest?
yeah, I guess I'm popping up. Well,
No.
start with you.
No, I honestly don't have
Whoever has
anything.
something to
So.
talk about.
Let's proceed.
So I've been taking my BASIC classes, BASIC certification.
Yeah.
So for on and off premise, so I want to start working in a brewery. I passed all the
Word.
courses.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good
I
shit.
got a 95 on my on premise and then 91 on my off premise.
So passed them well.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
They're fairly easy, but not to underestimate it. But yeah.
No. That's what's up.
But yeah. So
Good shit.
I'm gonna start applying soon. I gotta reset my resume a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like, with that, I mean, is that like, what is that like the one thing that was really kind of like in the way of really being able to apply to a lot of like different breweries?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, good,
That's,
man. I'm
that's
glad.
actually you need all of that.
I'm glad you got that. I'm glad you took that step. That's what's up.
Most people just go for the the on premise,
Yeah.
but yeah.
There's like events and stuff like that. The brewery goes to. You can
Yeah.
serve over there and stuff.
Yeah, and transport and all that. Well, I mean, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever though.
For sure.
No, that's.
That is really dope.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I have nothing going on.
You don't and haven't.
No, not much.
No.
Same old thing.
It's the way to
man.
live, you know.
Just wait. I'm just waiting for the warm weather to occur because goddamn, like every day they're like, oh, it's gonna be, 45 to 50 degrees and sunny. Like, oh, that's gonna be a welcome change. And then they forget to add like 25 to 30 mile an hour winds because that changes everything.
It's trying to break. Tomorrow it says 49, completely sunny.
It was supposed to be 50. They're lying cocksuckers. It's gonna be 36 and fucking rain.
It says 61 next Thursday. We'll see
Yeah,
what happens.
my ass. That's gonna be the reverse. They meant 16. Dyslexia.
I just want the weather to break. And,
I really do. Yeah, I'm waiting for it.
I'm done
It's
with
time,
this.
man.
I'm done with
So
this
I'm trying to
sweater
get-
fucking
I'm trying to
jacket
get
shit.
some Italian ice and a slice of pizza.
Where you go for that?
I don't know. I mean, like, there's like several places. That's why.
Mario's.
Man, so Mario's for sure, without a doubt.
You ever
I
go
think
to
that's
like Johnny's Beef over here?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna probably go in the summer. I haven't gone since we moved here. It's a good little spot. They have a little Cuban restaurant over there that we got. Our little. What was it? Was it over there? Yeah, no, it was right down the street from there. They've opened some nice little restaurants up, which is pretty dope. But yeah, summertime definitely can go for some Italian ice.
Mm.
Definitely can do an Italian beef or something along those lines.
Most definitely.
I was thinking about going to Six Flags this year. I haven't been in a while.
Dude, I haven't been on a roller coaster in a very long time. Dave does not do the roller coaster.
Well, so I don't, but the whole family is taking a trip to Cedar Point.
Oh shit, that's dope.
This year. September.
Cedar Point.
So, yeah.
Cedar Point. We've had some fun at Cedar Point before.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like they went there, like the kids have been there twice now.
Okay.
Stevie went on rides like a little bit. I think he went on one.
No.
They got something new there apparently.
I don't know.
Like some crazy record-breaking joint. Not that
I don't think I'm trying to do all that.
They already had like the fastest.
Oh, that's right. Like, what are you gonna do? You're not gonna go out.
No, I'm gonna check some shit out. I am. Yeah,
I mean, I get you. There's some of them that are kind of like outlandish over there. Like,
yeah, man.
Yeah.
I haven't been on a roller coaster probably in like 4 or 5 years, but I really do think about like Raging Bull pops in my head.
Years, really, no, like 15, 20.
Since you went on a
last
roller
time you were there
coaster?
with us?
Yeah. When I was like 10 or 11, dude.
That was it?
Yeah.
No,
So really,
you
the
went.
time you went when you went
There was an event where me, you, and it was your dad had a company
Yeah,
picnic.
right. That's what I'm talking about. One on the Demon.
That was it?
Yeah.
No, you went on other ones with us.
Yeah, you went to Six Flags with us.
I
Family
know.
one time.
Yeah, I
You
don't
didn't go
think I
there?
ever won anything with you guys.
Really?
Damn, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
You don't have any like interest in it at all?
I don't. Yeah, like that.
Do you wish that you could?
Not really. I don't want to.
Only to partake?
Exactly. Exactly.
Okay.
So you can wait in line and like it's the
Like,
experience.
yeah, because
Because
like,
when I'm waiting in line, I'm just like, man, I really don't want to fucking do this. Like,
and then
because
when
like, my
I,
stomach gets all weird and stuff.
But I like that.
And
feeling.
I hate being that guy that, or like, I would hate to be the guy that throws up. You know?
That like stomach dropping is
Everyone
that's my
gets
favorite.
that's
part.
another fall on your hands moment. You can't do that.
What do you mean?
Throw up on everybody.
Oh, yeah.
The pizza.
Oh,
Sorry.
right.
Sorry.
Yeah.
No. Okay. So what?
Well, like,
I don't
oh,
remember.
shit.
It's probably worse.
Do
because
you,
there's a lot
do you
more
wait
people.
in the line, or you? No, you don't wait in the line. Because I remember I waited in line with your pops for like Giant Drop or something like that,
Yeah.
and
fucking
like
Rhinos
you
is
didn't
a lot.
wait. So you wouldn't wait in line. You just kind of chill, right, to the side. That's kind of what like the issue is, right? Like, that's like an hour or so that you're just like not with the group.
I would just like hit the go karts for like an hour.
Yeah, go karts are dope. I can see doing that.
And there
Go
were like
karts
a
are really
few like
fun.
other rides that I would hit up. You know.
That's true, but
I
like
like to play the games.
it
and
would
shit.
disconnect the group in a sense, though. You
True.
know what I mean?
True.
So I can
like
see
my
that.
mom never did.
Ah.
And then, I mean, yeah, there was always the people that I was with that really didn't mess with roller coasters.
Well, then I guess the circumstances kind of like push you there.
Like Johnny couldn't go on roller coasters, for a while.
Because he was really short.
Exactly. So I was like kicking it with my cousin.
Short,
Yeah.
super short.
Yeah.
No, I can see going to the go karts because go karts are like go karts are pretty fun, man.
They're a good time for sure.
Not gonna lie.
Yeah, man, the go karts were reckless, dude. That was fun.
Yeah.
I'd like to go
There
into
are better ones though.
I was just
A
gonna
lot
say that.
better ones.
I would love to go into like some high speed go karts.
Yeah.
Like
I
I
always
did
wish they would make better bumper cars that are just faster. And
bumper
easier.
cars that are faster.
Yeah, you just.
There's a reason they don't go faster. They're not. You literally will fucking. You're gonna kill
Those
yourself.
fucking safety bubbles are enormous.
have
You're
you-
not gonna hurt yourself that bad. I think you'll be fine.
Have you ever been to Whirly Ball?
No.
You?
No. I won't.
Whirly Ball is fucking. Man, it's terrible because like it's basically bumper cars, right? But you've been drinking. The seatbelt is like tight on your stomach. Dude, honestly, I it's fun. Like you're sitting there trying to throw a ball like with a scoop at this like backboard to try to get points. But like, yo, you hit each other sometimes. It's like, what the fuck? Like, there's no way they can increase the speed
Feel
of
like
bumper cars.
the American Eagle.
If they increase the speed of bumper cars, they would have to rename it something. You're like dangerous. They would just call it dangerous.
I'm okay with that. I'm trying to test out dangerous.
Yeah,
I'm trying to be
it
part
would be
of that.
it would be like you'd have to sign consensual. Yes, I agree that
You might have to
not
wear a
sue.
back brace as you get
After
out,
this,
you
you're
know,
dead.
Protect that, but
You're dead.
she's telling me if 7 of us get on this motherfucker, only 3 of us gonna make it.
You had to get off this topic. Something about Jay-Z's.
Oh yeah, the blueprint. It's being added to the Library of Congress. I don't know how many artists have had this thing happen to them, but pretty big.
Does that mean that they take the CD and just put it on a shelf in the Library
It's
of
like
Congress?
it's like when America ends eventually, right? Like further air, like fucking
They're gonna go to this library and be like,
Yeah, that's how they're gonna find out.
So
about us.
like different generations or whatever it may be.
Yeah, like there was the Mayan and like
They'll
Aztecs
find-
and all that shit,
yeah.
and then all of a sudden like that era died out, and it was
Right.
so the next era. This is how they're gonna identify who we were.
So is the Library of
Jay-Z is
Congress
gonna be like-
it's an actual library? Or is this just like a place they throw things?
I don't know. I think of it as a big time capsule.
Definitely not that.
Like, do they have like stuffed Lassie in the Library of Congress?
I think it's like a time capsule.
Do they
but
have,
in book form or like media form?
What's the name of that dolphin? Flipper?
Probably.
Do they have like Flipper's skeleton in the fucking Library of
They might
Congress?
have Willie from Free Willy.
All I'm saying is it a place where they just store
Michael
artifacts?
Jackson was on the, soundtrack for that, so I'm just saying.
Oh, they've canceled that already then for sure.
It's messed up.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't agree with all that.
Free Michael Jackson.
Yes.
I don't mean to interrupt the
He's
interview
dead.
or nothing, but
Michael Jackson's dead.
free Michael Jackson, man. I think that's pretty dope. Any CD that you would have picked before that? From Jay-Z's
From his catalog?
discography.
Yeah.
What would you pick?
I'd put Reasonable Doubt in there for sure.
Man, that's exactly
You?
what I was
Reasonable Doubt?
I was thinking Reasonable Doubt.
I would pick Reasonable Doubt, and probably a lot of hip-hop purists would. You know, those who are hip-hop savvy and understand the whole thing of why.
I understand why they picked Blueprint.
Historically.
And I'm okay with that too.
Yeah, I think it's probably the best choice.
It's like Nas as it was written, right? So it's like the best album that he has that's not his first job.
No,
That's it.
I don't think.
It's gonna be,
But no, they don't. They
150
don't hold
years
it.
From now, they're gonna listen to The Takeover.
Yeah. They're like, damn.
Like,
he was mad.
oh, what's up? What's up?
It's like, yeah, girls. Really?
No, but the thing is, they don't look at Nas as him.
That was my track, too.
I do adore. But the thing is, they don't look at Nas as Illmatic to it was written that way. A lot of hip hop people do, hip hop purists and those who like it or love hip hop. But Illmatic is highly regarded in other circles.
Yeah.
It's not the
I
other way
agree,
around.
but even to me, It Was Written was his best album. And I'm saying,
More than likely,
the way I'm looking
but
at it is like the best album that's not what you will put you on the map, pretty much, right? Like you always hold those in a different regard, anyways. So to me, like Blueprint is Jay's best album outside of Reasonable Doubt. And I would think like with Nas, that's my equivalent, right? It Was Written was the next album next to Illmatic that was like his best one.
more
You're
than
talking
likely,
people
yes.
with catalogs like
More than
12
likely,
albums
yes.
higher, you know.
I just don't. I don't know. I think I think they picked right with Blueprint.
Yeah.
Because 22-2s wouldn't go over well, I think, with a lot of like the people who are gonna come find our Congress library in 200 years, whoever these fucking people are. Hopefully, this will be in Congress's library, and they can't be talking shit about them.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I'm not mad at the choice. Yeah, I like much of his discography. Anyway.
Is there any other rapper that has their?
I can think of a few that should be up there.
Do you know
wait, excuse me.
if they
Yeah.
are in there
Sorry.
now, or is
I don't.
Jay-Z
I don't.
like the first hip hop artist to get
We're
his
about to find out on Adam's device here.
word?
His future device.
I think yeah, they picked
Another way to
correctly.
identify us.
But I will say that you got me thinking now. Like, I don't know. I still think that Illmatic got Nas on the map pretty quickly. Like Illmatic was. That's why it was such a different thing. It's an anomaly because
Production alone.
yeah, like Illmatic is it's highly regarded, rightfully so, right? Like it's objectively great.
Looks like there's 6, it says.
Who else is in there?
Grandmaster Flash and the Furious 5, The Message.
Okay, that makes sense.
Look at that.
Public Enemy, Fear of a Black Planet.
Yeah. I'm down with
Tupac, Dear Mama. Those just the song.
that. The song?
Just a song? They could have put that whole Me Against the World thing in there, man. That's a good ass album.
I'm saying though.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they didn't put the whole thing in there. De La Soul, 3 Feet High and Rising.
Okay.
Sugar
Oh,
Hill Gang, Rapper's Delight.
Oh,
And
so
Miseducation of Lauryn Hill.
Oh, okay. This man.
so salty. You thought he got stood up by her.
I'm saying though.
No,
right?
man,
Like,
listen.
Lauryn Hill over here.
We already know how I feel about Lauryn Hill and her like lack of
Giving a fuck.
professional courtesy.
That album is fucking so classic.
It is classic, but we've also heard that she hasn't written all of that was on there.
She never claimed to write all of it. It's all in the credits.
Yeah, but what the fuck are you? Then don't put that in there.
Huh?
Then don't put that in there.
What?
It's a falsehood.
To me, ghostwriting is a bunch of bullshit. To be honest, with anybody.
Well, no, I mean like it's all on like her. It's in her like the pamphlet, the book.
No. I'm fine with the fact that it's there. I'm talking about in general. Ghostwriting is a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah, I think so.
And that's why I'm saying I don't know.
You're not a complete artist.
I think ghostwriting for singers is different than ghostwriting for rappers, though. If you're ghostwriting for a rapper, then
But Lauryn Hill's a singer-rapper.
You are that person then. Like,
Yeah.
You know?
But she is a singer-rapper.
Singers, like, yeah, but I'm pretty sure she was writing her own rhymes because she was with the Fugees and she was dropping crazy shit with the Fugees. She's one of my favorite rappers, without a doubt.
You can have a great flow without being able to have created
No,
those
it's all about
words.
substance.
No, I'm saying like
Say.
she could definitely bring it to life without having written any of that. In my opinion.
Yeah.
Sure, I get that. Just like any other rapper.
Yeah.
But
And I'm saying like, and I just mean like to have it in the Library of Congress, like.
Yeah.
I don't know. I would feel like it should be something.
Very empowering album.
You have. I feel like it would have been something that you should have 100% created yourself. But
I feel like the idea is weird because, like, if I'm writing something, I know what my vision is for it, like how I hear it sounding, putting everything. How do you have somebody else put that together for you, and then you put like the performance on it?
That does strike me as weird too. But I mean, I don't mind it. Ghostwriting doesn't bug me in any way. I just feel like when we're talking about certain things being inducted to, like, let's say, like, for instance, a Hall of Fame, like a Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, for lack of a better comparison. Like, I think when you start doing that, you have to bring up ghostwriting, and it has to be it's got to be a serious topic when discussing it, because that kind of takes away a little bit, right there. That's the asterisk right there that you have to at least write and put at the side of this person's induction, you know?
Yeah.
So, I like, ghostwriting doesn't necessarily bug me in any way. It's just when we're talking about that, you know?
I mean, there are people that don't want to be, like, famous or known. That's why they ghostwrite. You know?
Oh, I don't have a problem with that either. Like, that, I don't mean that, I don't have any problem with them doing that.
It's not the ghostwriter himself.
It's the idea that something ghostwritten can, like...
which is what I totally understand.
Okay.
I
yeah.
get that part.
Ghostwriters, I don't hate it. Like, everybody deserves, like...
Yeah.
Everybody has a talent, and if you choose to not be in front of the camera, then that's fine.
Right.
Like, if that's okay with you, I don't mean that you're doing anything wrong
right.
as a ghostwriter. You know, I hope I'm not putting that out there like that. It's one of those things, man.
Some
like
people who have to hire the ghostwriters that really piss me off.
It's like it's like finding like if somebody was a lip syncer. It's kind of like not the same, but in a sense you're like not really. It's not you.
Yeah.
You know, you're in a studio creating that. Now I'm hearing it, but you're like trying to bring it to life.
It's the worst one is really noticeable too.
Oh, yo, a bad lip syncer, it will really fuck your day up. They'll be like, yo, you are terrible. What was Ashley Simpson, right? Like Jessica Simpson
totally.
on SNL, like that was the big notorious. She was lip syncing.
Yep. Saturday Night Live, and she was lip syncing.
Oh,
it's funny. I equated to
the
LeBron
key in this title is live. Huh?
I equated to LeBron a little bit, right? So that like he's gonna go down as a great player, but he's gonna be an asterisk because every championship he won, there was some other contingency, you know.
Yeah, I get that. I don't necessarily equate it to LeBron. I don't hate LeBron as much as you do, but
not a fan of LeBron. If you're in Cleveland, I don't care if you don't watch this.
He's not in Cleveland anymore.
No, but that's the town that bred him.
Oh, what if they traded LeBron? By the way, you think that's gonna happen?
The Lakers?
Yeah, because they're talking about like trading him.
I think he's gonna retire.
No.
Dwayne Wade went to retire. He's gonna just go kick it with him.
I don't think he's retiring. He's got another couple of years.
He doesn't look like he cares at all.
His goal, we've talked about this, is to play with his son.
Yeah, you did mention that actually.
I don't know. Based on this year, I thought he had more in him than he's shown this year. If that is what he's got left, I don't know if he makes it to that point. Because he's very knocked out. But no,
stacks over there.
He aged a lot this year.
Yeah.
LeBron.
Yeah.
You saw the
I
age.
think he just is not giving a fuck. Is what I think.
Like he's not there for the wins.
No,
he's
he
there
doesn't
for
care. He just wants the personal.
Tinseltown, whatever it is, LA. You know, whole vibe. I get that may be the case. Maybe he's done. I don't know. But like, if that's the case, then he's definitely chilling. Like, oh, he got them shutting them down, game restrictions, no back-to-backs. LeBron basically on like literal like light duty. Yeah. LeBron is on light duty for like an NBA player.
Yeah.
I don't think his conquest is a championship there. Like, it's not like you won a championship in New York and Chicago and I can go and win in LA and you want to be like, oh, I did that, you know, but...
Yeah, but you don't want to go to a place and then just completely stink it up like he's been doing. Like, they're not going to be in the playoffs, and that's craziness.
He doesn't give not a single fuck.
He doesn't seem to give a fuck. I'll say that.
He rolled the ball all the way, or let the ball roll all the way down the court, picked it up and shot it from 3 and missed, and then just walked back. It's like, that's the epitome of not giving a fuck.
That's true nonchalant shit.
Yeah. So, I don't know. Fuck LeBron. And what we're saying, well, I don't want to say in these harsh words, but obviously shout out to Glenn. Before I forget.
Opposite shout out to Glenn.
Opposite shout out.
Hit us up, bro. Come through. Stop hiding from us now.
Hit us up.
He said he's never gonna come back again after that fucking episode, and he wasn't
my man never came back after that episode.
Never even thought about it.
Sounds good.
Never even thought
about it. It was clear when he left. He was like, I'm done.
I'm never gonna come back.
I'm not tripping.
Well, I just, like to talk shit to Glenn, so. DJ Premier's birthday just passed.
DJ Premier.
Shout out to him.
Happy birthday, DJ Premier.
How old is he?
Premier.
I don't have that information, Dave. I did half-ass reporting.
I know.
He's got to be in his 50s. He's got to be like 55.
All right, I'll look it up.
I would say he's probably in his 50s.
For the sake of his story.
Because Guru was like 50. He would have been 50.
He's definitely in his 50s.
I'm going to say Premier's like 54, 55 years old.
I think that sounds about right.
Probably somewhere.
Because I would say that makes the most sense. My friend...
53.
Oh,
I know way, dude is killing it.
I wasn't the one to be right.
Yeah.
What is 53? Like...
Oh, he's doing his thing.
Man.
Yeah.
Still,
doing that.
for him to be able to like still have like the pulse on hip hop like that, it's craziness.
My dad still plays basketball. Like
he does.
Well, I'm just saying, like in comparison.
Who still plays?
All my dad.
Oh, your dad. Oh, yeah.
All of it.
No, truth.
Yeah.
It's just like, man, like I don't know, like to keep up with culture at an older age.
That's very true.
It's difficult,
And to shift it yourself.
Yeah, to be a part of it, like of a driving force within it, is very key.
He's still changing people's careers.
Yeah, I'd agree
with his production.
I would agree with that. There was something you wanted to talk about, Dave.
Oh yeah, it's in there.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah.
So, first of all, we got. This new little addition here, right?
Mr. Funko Pop.
And so we're talking about like the impact he had on us during our days.
Oh, he had a super
K-Cell
large
world.
impact.
So like there was a whole lot of championships won while we lived on that block, and there was a large celebration for the most part throughout that area. But it's just funny, man, because I feel like back then, the way he brought everybody around the TV to watch.
Oh man.
It was another thing in that era that was kind of gone by the wayside, right? So like when he was playing in the playoffs around and shit, everybody's in front of the TV. Nobody's really got anything else going on. There's no phones in the way to distract anybody. Like you're glued to the TV because you're thrilled watching it.
Yeah. Someone calls the house, you're pissed.
Yeah.
Why are you calling me? Or unless
why are you not watching this?
Unless it's like your father. Well, so like my father, like all his friends would call him during the game. Like, yo, you see that shit? Yo, you see that shit? And like, hang out real quick. Like, it was literally that. Like, I gotta go. Like,
if you're calling me to be like, yo, dude, what you doing? Be like, get the fuck out of here. Why are you not doing what I'm doing?
I was only interested in the pizza guy calling me like, yo, I'm outside.
Oh,
Which house is it?
Yo, pizza during Bulls games.
Yeah.
Oh man.
But even when like we had you guys over or whatever it was, yeah, like
no, it was
so
something like it was such a commonality between all of us. Like we all loved it. We were all Bulls fans. It was like, we all grew up at a young age like watching that, so it became even more ingrained in us because we loved it so much.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It was just it brought a lot. Like I remember being at families' houses, like watching like games, like for whatever reason, like I can remember teams that we were playing. Like it's just a weird thing, but like I definitely enjoyed those times because I don't know. It was just something we had. MJ was like a superhero because you always felt like what was gonna happen is.
You're gonna win this year.
Yeah, you're gonna win. Like you didn't second guess it. Like even if it looked bleak, right? Like even if it looked like it wasn't gonna happen, you were just like for some reason.
Good hands like State Farm.
For some reason, MJ's gonna take care of this, and we're gonna he's gonna pull it out. Like there's no reason for me to think otherwise.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I think
had a lot of championship gear at the house too.
Yeah. Oh, of course. You always get the little come up gear, or whatever. Once they won,
and then once like the 3-peats happened, and there's like 3 trophies, and there's a 3-peat.
Oh, I wish I had all those shirts still. Those were some dope.
Those hats.
Mine are so tight.
I don't even know where mine are.
It's like a schmedium.
Medium.
I still have my original MJ jersey.
Yeah.
If I put it on, it's definitely a schmedium.
Man.
Definitely.
It's just.
Like I've thought about putting it on in the summer. Like I could be working. No. I'd put that shit back.
No.
Yeah, jersey ain't supposed to be that tight.
Nah. The tank top screaming Lotto, I don't fit you.
Yeah. So, but yeah, man. Basketball in those days was just a different feeling in general.
So true.
Yeah, because we had what we were winning. Like we had the Bulls, and the Bulls had the juice. You know what I mean? They were Omar Epps.
So did.
Yeah.
They had the juice now. So for like I don't know, a good 8 years, like the Bulls were really on point, and we might move the case on towards in the last 3-peat.
Yeah.
But man, it was just like you said. It just brought us together. It brought families together.
Do I remember being at Disney, and they have fucking 3-peat posters in the office? Like.
Because it was Chicago, man.
Yeah.
You almost knew it was foregone. Like.
Yeah.
But there were times like I remember we were playing and I literally walked out the room. I was like, I can't watch it because I know we're gonna win, but I just don't want to watch it unfold because it will kill me. But I was like, I know MJ's gonna pull it out. You hear, yeah. You're like, all right, we did it, cool. Now I'm gonna go back inside and I'm not gonna be as stressed the fuck out.
Yeah. Do you think any other sport outside of basketball would have had that same phenomenon here? Any other sports team?
In Chicago?
Yeah, so like if the Bears won 3 in a row, but obviously you don't have an MJ.
If the Bears won, it would be bigger than if the Bulls won.
You think
Firstly,
so?
Yeah. If the Bears won, because it's been so long, and that the Bears are just as ingrained in Chicago as anything else.
I don't know if it would be bigger than basketball.
It would be bigger than if the Bulls won because it's been longer. It's been longer.
Okay, so I'm saying now, take it back to the 90s era where the Bulls reigned, right? Or if the Bears reigned the same way, is it as big of a phenomenon?
If the Bears had 6 straight?
Not 6 straight, obviously.
3 and 3? I don't know. It's hard to see that in football, period.
For real.
There's
longevity
football players' longevity doesn't even last the span of those 6 years. Sometimes.
I'm just saying, so the Blackhawks, right? They won 3 and 6.
Yeah.
Something like that. I mean, yeah, the hoopla was pretty big or whatever for a while, but Do you think it's like held? Those championships are held in the same regard as the World Championships?
Depends. On
Maybe
who,
just
depends
the
on who you
hockey
ask.
community.
That's very true.
Depends who you ask. You know.
It's biased.
Yeah.
I hold
Subjective,
them
I
pretty
suppose.
high, but I think that definitely not as high as like an NBA championship is concerned, because
Yeah.
like I don't know, this basketball is just near and dear to my heart. So
Right.
you know, it's different for somebody who hockey is that to them. Then they'd probably tell you that these three
Yeah,
that
of course.
they won was much more important to them.
Yeah.
You know, but then and
It's
with
definitely
that
more of a
with
subjective.
within that
experience.
same thing, I guess that you can apply that to the Bears question as well.
Yeah.
Not a Bears fan.
We know. We know. We
Yeah.
know. We know. Who
It
keeps
just
them on?
sucks for you because the Eagles aren't going to be as good as the Bears
I know.
next season. You know.
I know. Big trees.
Just, yeah. But again, I suppose we should
I
try
don't really watch it.
to keep NFL out of this bullshit.
I really don't watch it.
Fuck
Yeah,
out
but
of
that
here
was
with
we were only talking about it because of what we were speaking about
Yeah.
Chicago and all of that.
for sure.
You know, but no, yeah, special times. You know,
Yeah.
definitely there was a magic around that.
Also, we used to all gather up on Elston though.
Yeah.
Shoot out fireworks and bang pots and pans, and there's cars driving past with like streamers flying out like, and honking their horns and shit. Like it was like a party, man.
Yeah.
Dude, it was. The city was celebrating every time it happened, you know?
Yeah.
And it was almost like you were like, man, I can't wait till next year. And like, it was almost like you could tell the future.
Exactly.
Because it came again next year, you know?
Yeah, pretty much.
3 times, two separate
But
times.
that's 72-10 though.
Oh.
Yeah.
That is arguably the best. That is the best team that ever existed.
As MJ said, tough to beat.
Yeah, it is. I like his remarks when they
Yeah.
say like he's very smug, short,
Right.
to the point. Like, come on,
He's a
dude.
billionaire. He ain't got time for that shit.
Really? Like, these are questions you're asking me?
Still
Fucking
copping his shoes. It's the fucked up thing.
Still copying them. They
Still
they
copying
just
it.
re-released them.
Hey man, I don't know what the fuck happened to these shoes, but they were so fucking dope when I first bought them.
Yeah, they're kind of dusty.
The Venom Green 10s. Yeah, I don't know what I did.
Things happen.
I hooped in them one time.
That's what it was.
Just one time.
That's all the dust.
You
was
destroyed them.
Get the fuck out of here, you know?
That's all.
He played in these, so that was, like, when he played, that was it. One pair, one game, donate them.
You
Give them to a child in the audience who doesn't fit the shoe.
That was like Dennis Rodman. He would give.
Size 5 kids. Like.
Do you remember Dennis Rodman would give his jersey to a kid
Yeah,
after every episode or every game? Every
Little
episode.
fruit
With him,
Mass
it wasn't.
League is just-
With him, it was an episode though. That dude
Oh
was
my god,
an actor.
that dude was a showman.
Well, no, he was a workhorse.
He was a
like,
beast,
He
for
used to like talk, major crap.
Yeah.
He's
He's
like
like
refs and players.
he's like the NBA's
coaches.
equivalent to Goldust.
Yes. Yes. Well,
Goldust was a
I
fat
get that.
like wrestler, dude. He was so out of shape.
He was.
He was terrible.
Dennis Rodman was a workhorse.
He wore a fucking
Oh,
gold
yeah.
bodysuit.
Dennis Rodman was like,
But Goldust was pretty good.
no, he wasn't. They made him
Stop
good.
it.
That's what I'm saying.
Stop
They
trying to
made,
make
they made him good. So I'm saying,
I'm not pulling
like,
him into this. No, not
it's a
again.
thing.
Not again.
It's a thing.
Not again.
It's a thing.
Leave it alone.
It's facts.
It's not facts.
Big facts.
Terrible.
But
All right, I got
Horrible.
I have one last thing. My thing I want to talk about. I don't know if you guys have anything else you would like to speak about before I bring it up. It's a very short topic. It's just
Please do.
my question of the week, essentially.
Okay. Because I got one for you off camera that we did at work, and
Okay.
NSFW. So.
All right. So I was like,
It's so good. It's so good.
I'm looking forward to that.
I don't
So
have any
late,
questions.
so lately, right? Vivi, my girlfriend, bought me a Contigo mug, right, for coffee.
Yeah.
I also have another mug. So what happens is usually at work I bring one and then I'll go and get another coffee. So lately, I've been bringing both. I fill them both and I got 2 coffees and then
I'm not mad at that.
it's not a
Not
bad
one bit.
idea. It's not. You do feel a little bit like dirty after you've drank both of them.
Plenty of
But
coffee.
I don't know why I feel that way. Either way, I get to that because usually I don't take a sip of my coffee until I probably in the lot at work, right? Just let it kind of like...
Me too. I usually wait till I get upstairs.
Let it sit for a second. Don't be so hot, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, but now that I have two, I'm like, all right, well, on the way out of work, I'll drink some coffee. Fuck it, you know? So...
You know what the problem is that I also smoke cigarettes, right? So, like, if I do both of those things, I can't do them too early. I got to get to work first.
I get that.
And, you know, have some time
I
to
get
do what I got to do. That's just
that's a bad situation.
That's what it is, man.
Yeah.
You mix those two things.
I don't know why you even would do that. But anyway.
As a smoker and a coffee drinker, you want both of those things in the morning.
Yeah.
Okay, so listen, I've been drinking it. I've been pulling out, 2 minutes from the house. I'll pop the top and I'll take a sip. And it's always too hot, right? Always. I usually burn the tip of my tongue. And I'm always pissed about it, right? Because when you burn the tip of your tongue, it like takes a while for it to come. We all know how that works.
So worse.
I don't understand those folks. Okay, and the main reason this popped up in my head is because I've seen a headline that recently said drinking hot tea, too hot of tea in the morning can result in esophagitis or some cancer type of thing, right? And I'm like, it's funny how everything changes, right? It used to be hot tea with honey is great for you and your throat.
Some lemon.
Right,
Yeah.
some lemon. Now it's like, hey, dude, we said that, but we lied and we're sorry.
Tear your fucking esophagus apart. If
Stop
you keep doing
drinking
this.
that hot tea immediately. It's going to be bad for you.
You can keep doing this, but the side effect is you might die.
I'm like,
Stop it.
who the fuck are these people? Like, I think older folks are best at it. Where they can just take a sip of hot coffee and they like, it's like they can store their tongue.
That's because their lips
elsewhere.
have been callous for the last 40.
Well, my lips aren't the thing that
So
burn.
the whole reason why they have caution hot signals on cups is because the one lady, because that wasn't always on there.
Oh, somebody sued, right?
So there's a lady, she sued for like $10 or $20 million. Like the first big lawsuit against, I think it was McDonald's or Dunkin' Donuts, one of the two.
They were like, put that stamp on it.
And everyone does it now.
But, like, she spilled it on herself.
So she drank
Talk about,
it
like,
and
shredding
then
your
spilled it
throat.
on herself. Yeah.
My biggest thing is like, my lips don't burn like, oh shit, they got burned, but like the tip of my tongue will. So I don't know where do you put your tongue when you're trying
I just know not to drink the shit.
Oh no, I know.
I don't know how people.
But I'm like getting to that.
Well, like, so my thing is like I got cats at work and like we're all huddled up in the morning or whatnot. And, like the stuff just finishes brewing and like they pour a cup and they drink it and everyone at the same time. I'm just like, God damn it! Like
I'll blow on it.
Listen, you guys clearly have not eaten enough pizza and got burned by the sauce and cheese.
You gotta
in
wait.
your life.
You gotta wait. There's nothing
That
worse
shit is, I've burned the roof of my mouth enough for it to not even matter anymore.
to have like cheese.
I can't like chug a fucking cup of tea, but
So you're saying that you can do this?
yeah.
You know, man.
You just have to eat a lot of pizza.
That's,
you know?
no, that's
my favorite
bullshit.
shit.
You're never gonna
And I'm-
burn the roof of your mouth enough to where it doesn't hurt every time you burn the roof of your
This
mouth.
is true, but it's less of a big deal, you know?
Oh, it's a big deal because if you burn the tip of your tongue, now for the next 2 to 3 days you have a burnt tongue.
yeah.
I also used to eat warheads all the time. Which
Again, false. Like this
It's
is a
not
false correlation.
It's really not.
All right, you can't bring these up. I don't know, whatever. Either way, I just was bringing it up because I'm like they'll bring anything up to support their agenda, right? Firstly, I was good with tea. Now I'm bad. So like my biggest thing is I just wanted to know how you guys felt about drinking hot tea and hot coffee. Like, do you do it like with your tongues? It's hot.
Yeah.
Not tea. I don't drink tea very often at all.
I have the best of tea.
From time to time,
Well, whatever hot beverage you prefer.
But like my method of drinking, blow on it as I'm about to sip it.
Okay. Well, what if it's like in a mug, an enclosed man?
Same, but like I said, I'll wait if it's in
Yeah.
that type of situation.
Because it cools down a
So
little
usually
bit.
have one of those little like things you just like little pot, the window thing.
Yeah.
You just open up, and
You kind of let.
Vent.
Oh, that's
See,
not a bad idea. I've
I
never
use
done that.
liquid creamer in my shit, so
Me too.
It's in the fridge. You know, it cools down a little bit,
That's true.
and it depends how cold it is outside. Like when I start drinking it. to
Oh
be
man,
honest.
yeah, like this, like in winter, yeah.
Then I start
Are you
sipping out a little quicker.
You a hot coffee and a hot day guy type of guy still?
Sure.
Because I don't like cold coffee.
I do, but
Iced
I
coffee.
definitely still drink
Iced
with
coffee.
Some of it's fine.
I don't know.
I mean, I prefer hot coffee. This is like my first cup in the morning, and then
I feel like the
Okay.
ice waters it down. It just like becomes like a not such a coffee drink. Really.
No, I guess I'm still drinking coffee in the summertime. 'Cause when I go to work, I'm still drinking coffee.
Oh yeah. I don't mind. I just like enjoy coffee. Like I'm looking forward to
Hot
having a cup of coffee tomorrow morning.
Oh
it's
You know.
the best part of
yeah.
waking
I
up.
mean, it is 2019, so there's air conditioning fucking everywhere for the most part.
Yeah,
It's
so
true.
you know, if you don't got air conditioning, what the fuck are you doing with your life? I mean, no, I'm sorry. I don't mean that because not having AC is fucked up.
Hell yeah, it's fucked up. I don't have AC yet. I gotta go buy 2
You
units.
should
You got
have
a
did
few
that
months,
shit
but
already.
you better get that.
Should have did
Well,
that.
Oh
so
yeah,
we
you
were
should have
at-
got it in off season.
Well, no,
Actually,
no,
I think we
no,
discussed
no,
this.
So I was gonna say, so we were at Lowe's and we were at Home Depot, and they both had air conditioners on sale. Nice ones.
They both what?
200. They had like air conditioners on sale.
Okay.
Window units.
Yes, I mean it's the window units, man. If I were to put one there, I'm assuming that it would make the whole house cold because it's just dispersed like
You would
that.
think that, but it'd take a long time.
Get like a 10,000 BTU one though.
When what you gotta do?
Yeah.
That's gonna be loud though.
Yeah, no, very loud. I don't mind air conditioned units though. Like if I had a window unit, I don't mind them.
You just gotta insulate them right.
Yeah,
Exactly.
there's something about though having the window unit right, and let's say the rest of the house maybe is kind of warm, but you have one room closed off, and you come in that room, dude,
Yeah.
and it's like stepping into a freezer. Oh man,
right.
those summer days back in the day.
Yeah.
Man, I remember those.
Yeah.
But there was a summer, and I'll stop on this. I'll stop talking after this. But we went to. It was like 95. It was like a really big heat wave. Summer before we moved to Kasson,
Okay.
and we lived on Troy, right? And it was really hot, so we were all sleeping in our parents' room. Right, it was me, you, I think Sarah, and then our parents.
Yeah.
And I don't know if we were sleeping on a mattress or if we just put like, I think we had mattress because the only reason I say we had mattress because this is where the story's going is basically I busted your head on their dresser.
Do you guys not see all the abuse? Like every story that we have is me getting myself.
No, it's
busted.
not my fault.
Getting my face ran over.
There's so many more stories.
Getting my fucking face busted.
But like it wasn't. I don't know if it was my fault. I think you just bounced. Like I didn't throw you at the dresser, motherfucker.
You very well could have. I wouldn't have put it past.
But
This is true.
yeah, I just remember those. But like, it's funny living in close quarters, like when it's hot, and like you just gotta find something to do. Like,
Yeah, no.
let's
Yeah.
just- all right, but like, all right, dude, I'm gonna suplex you, and you just react to it. Be like, what? Be like,
Yeah.
listen, we're gonna play, but I'm gonna do the suplexing, and you're gonna do the reacting.
It was really just like me and I'm gonna hit you now. So so just go along with it.
You kind of have to take it, yeah.
Like, dude, just it's okay. Watch, I hit you right there. It's not gonna hurt.
No, damn well it's gonna hurt probably.
Yep. Yep.
Yes, indeed.
Yes, indeed.
Especially, I mean, like, let's try to rewind this here that we're 4 years apart. So if I'm, 6 and he's 8, or 6 and he's 10, or anything, 4 and 8.
Or any other
At that
ages
point, it's
randomly divided by
No, I'm
separated
saying,
by 4
I'm saying
years.
at that point in life, it's a very big difference. Right now we're 4 years apart, and it's not a big difference.
No.
Then,
That's true. But I was just gonna say 16 and 12, 18 and 14.
all right, I'm pretty sure that we're done here.
1 and 3
So-
years before your ass came. And like,
4 score.
Yeah.
4 score and Adam's dumbass wasn't here yet.
Get it off. Get it off before this next week starts, because we're about to end this right now.
Oh, man.
All right, well,
I'm not calling you a dumbass now. When I was younger, I would probably called you a dumbass.
Definitely.
I mean,
You would've called him
all
much
the
worse
brain
than
trauma
that.
that I took during
You
that
would have
time
called
period.
him so much worse than that.
All the brain
Man, I had
trauma
the
that
worst
took.
fucking like vocabulary. Not bad, like as I couldn't
Back
speak.
then, it was,
But, like, I
we
just-
were all bad.
Yeah, we all just said fuck a lot.
Well, just because we could, like, it was freedom.
Right.
Like, we can't do that shit at home.
Right. Like, once you get on the block, that was like, all right, we on the block. Even though we were just on the block. Like,
that's all it was.
We were literally just on the block.
That's all it was.
If you understood the way I said on the block 3 different ways just now, like, kudos to you, sirs and women's.
If you're still listening to this point.
Because
it's when things get sloppy.
well, you gotta understand, like, you know, because we were on the block, but we weren't on the block. We were just on the block. You get it?
I totally get it.
Word.
I mean,
you gotta the inflections and the voices and the.
You could say it. You could do it with any word.
It's just.
I just was saying that's what we were talking about.
Okay.
You can do
because
it
you were saying. Yeah.
I'm not trying to make fun.
Because you were saying like we were on the block cursing, like because
Gotcha.
that's what we were saying. So that's why I said block.
Yeah, the inflections. We got it.
I followed you on that journey.
You didn't have to go.
He's all hard. He just mean.
You didn't have to go that deep into it. You know what I'm saying?
What's up?
What's up?
What's up, bro?
What's up, homie?
Elbows up, side to side.
All right.
You guys follow
Like a
Cholo
Cholo?
Fit?
Cholo Fit? Oh, the guy that does all like the spoof, like
Creeper, eh?
That guy's funny,
Hey,
man.
my name's Creeper, eh?
That guy's really funny.
That's hilarious, dude.
He's not even Spanish, I don't think. I think he's Indian.
Really?
I think so.
I'd be surprised.
I don't even know.
That guy's funny, man.
Yeah.
What up? What up, home?
Okay, sorry.
All right, let's
For like the third time.
Let's-
We can try to close this.
You know what I'm saying? We can keep talking bullshit, but
Nah,
Hey, but no, but like, okay, really quick. No.
let's keep speaking nonsensical shit.
hey,
Alright.
thanks for coming back. Thanks
Oh,
for watching
sure.
episode 35.
Appreciate you.
We're gonna get the fuck out of here. So we'll see y'all next week. I'm Adam. That's Sam. Osama. However you want to refer to him. Punk ass fucking shit. Alright. And then Dave is over here on the side. Stack is probably out of camera.
Chilling.
So y'all have a good night.
For sure, y'all. Later.
Hey!